everyone, and welcome to episode number 13 of the Academy series. This is a pretty stacked episode. I gotta say, this might be one of the best single years we've had ever, and as you can probably tell by the title, we had quite a few NXT signings. NXT is seemingly the landing spot for most of the Academy graduates, although I think only one graduate in both seasons has ever made it to WWE, or at least the main roster. But now that we're actually starting to be signed, I can confidently say that this season's graduates are better than last season. Maybe not individually, but as a whole, I do believe that this season is better because everybody, for the most part, has gotten signed, excluding maybe one or two. I think it's just down to one at this point, but I do not expect them to stay unsigned. At the very least, I do expect an independent company to pick them up at some point, but without further ado, let's get into the awards so we can get to the matches. But Wrestler of the Year was Davina Rose, Company was WWE, Team of the Year was Arisa Nakajima and Davina Rose, Match of the Year was Andrew Everett defeating Scotty O'Shea at Impact Wrestling in February. Show of the Year was WWE Extreme Rules 2030, Veteran Wrestler was Allison Kay, Female Wrestler was Mary Dobson, Most Improved Company was Mighty Championship Wrestling, Independent Wrestler was Uha Nation, Manager was Maurice, Announcer was Bjarne Lindenberg, or Bjarne rather, and Color Commentator was Portia Perez, Referee was Takayuki Yagi, as we've come to expect. Moving on to the news, Frank Youngblood extended his deal with NXT, French Sensation re-signed, or went back rather, to Smash CA, which is obviously Canada. I feel like this is basically just because Joey Ryan isn't there anymore. Jacob Wolf sustained a torn latimus dorsi. Don't know what that is, but it seems pretty serious. Dragon Fist signed into development with NXT. Same with Sam Barron, who has never been signed to a company before. His first signing is with NXT, which is a pretty good first step, and he's not even like an opener there. I believe he's a mid-carder now. But unfortunately, Dragon Fist did have to leave PWG, which obviously is where he gained almost all of his notoriety and fame, but I'm sure that he is fine with leaving, assuming he gets to be on the main roster at some point, or even just win a championship on the NXT brand. Brogan Bennett relocated, Two-Face left C4 and signed with Smash. Two-Face is now rated as bulky. Sam Barron has risen to middleweight after bulking up his muscle mass. I'm sure Vince McMahon will be very happy about that, although I do not know if he's still alive in this save. Jacob Wolf extended his deal with CWI. Sam Barron sprained his RCL. Jacob Wolf walked out on CWI, so maybe that deal wasn't as good as we first anticipated. Dragon Fist hyperextended his knee, which should have only kept him out for like a week, if anything. Jacob Wolf signed a one-night deal with AAA, EWA, and WXW, or Junior Scorpio rather, extended with WXW. So that is nice. Jacob Wolf signed 4 one-night deals with Noah, so it looks like there's some kind of alliance with ILO, I think is the other company he's still with. And then Junior Scorpio dislocated his elbow. Oh, Jacob Wolf actually signed for 5 one-night deals. Two-Face re-signed with C4, surprisingly enough. It seems like C4 and Smash have French Sensation and Two-Face leaving and going back pretty much every single year, but as long as they're getting booked, there's not much I can say about that. Alex Runnels probably didn't have any matches, unfortunately. 1 win, 0 draws, 3 losses. That's not too bad for just the British independents. Brogan Bennett, GWG lower mid-carder, and 2 wins, 0 draws, 4 losses, had a shot at the #1 contender title, much like Tiger Dream did last year. Next up, Dragon Fist, currently a main eventer in NXT, and he actually won the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, so it looks like Dragon Fist has been used as mainly a tag team specialist, but 26 wins, 0 draws, 7 losses, highest ratings 54, average rating 45, so a great year by him, especially in NXT, winning the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. Hasn't had a shot at any singles title this year, but I'm sure that will be coming. Oh wait, no. It looks like he did in fact have a shot at the NXT title at TakeOver 163, but he lost to Brad Kevins. And that's pretty much going to do it for Dragon Fist for this year at least. He's done very well for himself, obviously the best year of his career, and I can't wait to see how he does next year. Moving on to Frank Youngblood, moved up to upper mid-carder in NXT, 11 wins, 1 draw, 9 losses, and he did have a shot at the NXT title, but he was not able to get it, and he actually did have a match with Dragon Fist, which he won. So let's see if he had any other matches with Dragon Fist. Yeah, quite a few. He beat him in a 3-man tag, and he lost in a tag match, and then he lost in another tag match against Dragon Fist and his old partner American Giant. So it looks like Frank Youngblood and Dragon Fist are crossing paths quite often. Moving on to French Sensation, a mid-carder and opener in Smash and C4 respectively. 2 wins, 0 draws, 16 losses, so it looks like he's just kinda a constant roster member. In both of these companies, nothing too special. He did get 2 title shots, and actually he did team with Two-Face in his last match of the year, or maybe this was a triple threat. Well, at the very least, he had a match with Two-Face at the end of the year, and actually the last day of the year, but other than that, not a very great year for French Sensation, although I'm sure he will continue to improve. Next up, Jacob Wolf, currently the NWA North American Heavyweight Champion, and he has defended it quite a lot. 14 wins, 1 draw, 4 losses. Seems like he's been touring around the NWA, defending his title across the world. So that is definitely a very good title for him to have. He gets to travel around the world, and he gets to compete against people that he definitely would not be able to otherwise. Especially with the Noah deal. Noah SOS Tour, gee, that sounds familiar. But a fantastic year by Jacob Wolf. Can't wait to see how he does in the future. Junior Scorpio's up next. Currently still out injured with that dislocated elbow, but he has moved up to number 97 in the Power 500. And he was in the running for pretty much every title at WXW has, other than the Tag Team Championship. 12 wins, 2 draws, 17 losses. Highest rating 77. Average rating 64. Fantastic year ratings wise. Hopefully he can do better in terms of titles, obviously. The only titles he's ever won were in MMPW, and I believe that he is ready for the Shotgun title, probably even the Unified World Wrestling title in WXW. They just don't want to give it to him, which is kind of upsetting. But next up, Sam Barron, currently a mid-carder in NXT in his first year. That's pretty good. 4 wins, 0 draws, 9 losses on the record. The highest rating 54, average rating 40. And it looks like he did face off against Dragon Fist in a couple matches. But a great year by Sam Barron, certainly. He was on TV quite a lot towards the end of the year, so that is great. Actually didn't miss a single show in December, so that is fantastic. Can't wait to see how he does in the future. His ratings are really good for, only doing independent matches for the majority of his career, but I'm certainly happy with how he's performed this year. Moving on to Tiger Dream. She had 14 wins, 1 draw, and 31 losses. Looks like SCWL is actually a touring company. I don't know if that is a new thing or if that's always been the case, because I don't remember them ever touring. Oh, I guess she just wasn't booked very often. So despite her kind of subpar record, she has in fact been booked quite a lot, more than anyone else this year, definitely. But 33 average rating, highest rating 43, and a pretty good year by her. Unfortunately no title shots, but at the same time she's getting booked almost every week, so I'm sure she's not complaining too much. Next up, Two-Face. He is a mid-carder in Smash and C4, and he only had 5 matches this year. 1 win, 0 draws, 4 losses, highest rating 48, average rating 40. I do think that he needs to be picked up by a bigger company who is going to obviously allow him to branch out a little bit more. Maybe something in Japan. I think that's probably the best option for him. Hopefully Noah will pick him up or something close to it. Next up though is Walter Wall, who is the current Progress Atlas champion. 7 wins, 1 draw, 4 losses. So just 2 years into his Progress career, he has gained the Atlas title. And he had quite a few defenses after the Brothers of Doom were unable to win the Progress Tag Team Championships. So I think he's with Liam Slater as the Brothers of Doom, which is a great name, by the way. But highest rating 49, average rating 43. Walter Wall has fit in great. Oh, it turns out that Danny Duggan is actually his team member in the Brothers of Doom. I misread that, I suppose. But Walter Wall has done fantastic in his first couple years in Progress. He's fit right in with the roster, and he is certainly doing the graduates and, you know, the Academy itself very proud. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Hopefully you enjoyed all of the signings, all of the matches, all of the titles. And if you did, make sure to like, subscribe, comment. I'm hoping to get 3 to 4 videos out this week because I wasn't able to get a stream out last week. Unfortunately, I was feeling a bit under the weather yesterday, but I'm feeling great now. So if you did like the video, feel free to like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Heat in my vein like vernacular. Cook up the beat with a spatula. Y'all are not ready for action. I'm smoking these rappers and feeling spectacular. Making it killing like massacre. Watch out, I'm whipping my wrist. Right on my city, been pissed, but I